I think definitely a lesson I learned is that hard work and sacrifice and dedication, if you try to do things right and work your hardest, that eventually, things will go your way. When I was younger, probably grade school or middle school, I had the idea that I wanted to play polo professionally, but it was always like a long shot, The beginning of the season here in Florida, it's waking up at 5:30 in the morning to go to the barn, bringing in horses, brushing them, taking care of them, going out on exercise, and then maybe playing a practice afterwards. So yeah, there's days where you get to the barn at 6 and you don't leave until 6 o'clock in the afternoon, but I wouldn't change it for anything, to be honest. Growing up around horses, it's an amazing experience. Before I could walk, I was riding horses with my parents. My first pony's name was Bonnie. We called her the Wonder Pony because I did everything on her. Not only did I learn to ride on her, but I played polo on her. No, she was truly one of a kind, bomb-proof. I mean, just the best pony that I could have had growing up. Learning from the horse is important, learning patience, how each horse maybe needs to be ridden differently. At the end of the day, they're animals and they have personalities and they have different traits and stuff like that. So just trying to learn from them how I can be a better rider and how I can, make the horse operate better on the field and help them improve and myself. The first time I came to Florida, I worked for Sugar Erskine when he was stabled here at Coca-Cola. And I was helping pilot for him and working for him. So just being in the practices with Alex Caro and Jillian and kind of just getting my foot in the door that way. And when I stopped working for Sugar, I gave them a call and see if they had any openings, and fortunately they did. And so now I've been coming here with them for 3 seasons now. There's a bunch of different challenges. Obviously having horses is one of them. At the moment I don't own any horses, so there's always challenges in everything that you do. So I think to overcome it, you just try to show people that they can trust you with their horses, that you're going to take care of them and play them to the best of your ability. Trying to find teams that will give me opportunity with horses, and just trying to get more playing opportunities, whether it's high goal or low goal. When the draw came out for the CV Whitney Cup and there was a TBD on the 1 goal for the Dolfina team, I started talking to everybody here at Coke and asking if anybody had a number or could send my number to those guys over there. And the next day I got a call from Augustine Nero, who helps Adolfo and Peroto out, and they asked if I could come try out. And I ended up trying out 3 times, and after the 3rd tryout is when I found out that I was going to be playing, and I can't even describe the moment. It was crazy. I played polo at a higher level around, played practice at 22 goal practices and played in some higher goal practices and stuff like that. But then to actually play in a 22 goal game with Peroto, who's 10 goals, and Tommy, who's 9, was, the intensity and how tired I was, after the first chukker, and how physically demanding it was kind of a big eye opener to me. And I'm sure if you told me 2 or 3 years ago, even a year ago, that I would have played the 22 goal with Peroto Cambiaso and had his dad, Adolfo, in the tent with us for most of our games, I wouldn't have believed you. I would have told you were crazy. Coming into the game, I still worked here at Coke and was still coming to the barn and everything. And, obviously before the game, there was the week leading up to the game, there was a little bit of talk going on. Peroto kind of hit a safety kind of on the ground, and I just kind of stopped it, and it went towards the middle of the goal mouth, and I just tried to get back on my own line, and lucky enough hit an open back shot into the goal. So that was a pretty cool moment. Going into halftime, we were up 11-2. It was kind of like a little bit of a sigh of relief, but also like, yeah, we deserve to be here, and we're a good team. I can't remember if there's anyone from Oregon who's played in the high goal or not, but to be the one guy is pretty cool, pretty unique. My grandfather played polo in Texas, in Midland, Texas. He won the US Open in 1970. So just knowing that I had that in my family, I guess, yeah, definitely someone to look up to and someone that inspired me. Obviously the biggest game I've ever played in my life, and you know, having all the cameras there and the crowd, you know, and you have to go and take the photos before while you're on horseback, and then you have to do the parade, and you know, and growing up and watching that on TV, and then also going to games, you know, while I've been here in Florida, to actually be a part of it was something extremely cool and just an out of this world experience for sure. Definitely quite a bit of nerves to play at that level. Sharing the field with Adolfo on field 1 in a final made it clear why he's been who he is for the last, I don't know, 20, 25 years. You know, he's coaching his team, he's talking to the umpires, he's also playing extremely well, talking to us, talking to our team, you know, just putting immense amount of pressure on us the whole time. Going to try to mark him was nearly impossible. You know, he's so well mounted and he's so quick and he's so many plays ahead. It was incredible to experience and something I'll never forget for sure. You know, to even make the final I think is a cool feat. You know, obviously we wanted to win, and you know, we weren't lucky enough to do that, but just to be able to represent, you know, the whole Pacific Northwest and my family, and knowing that you know, my grandfather would have been so proud of me to be in that position, and how proud my parents were was really kind of had me at a loss for words. The sport always has drawn me back just for the love of the horses and the love of the sport and the competition, and all the people that I've been able to meet and all the places that I've been have kept me in it for sure. From here, I just want to keep improving and hopefully keep getting opportunities similar to this one to eventually go up in handicap and keep improving myself and improving my horsemanship. I'm Quinn Evans, I'm 1 goal, and I'm a professional polo player.